What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Here I come. Here I come. Wait a minute, let me hit the wrong button. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. I hit the wrong daggone button. Hold on. Okay, there I go. I kept hitting the wrong button. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How's it going? So listen, I don't know who is coming through, if people are coming through. You know, it's Saturday night. I sent out the bat signal to the Justice League. So we'll see who coming through. But in the meantime, in the between time, we'll go ahead and get this party started. Let me do my roll call. Hey Dominique, what's up, Soulful Dog? What's gooey? Hey, what's up, Ghetto View? Hey girl. Diva, how you doing, Diva? How you doing? How you doing? So now Abby just texted me and said she on her way. But we just figured we would come together, y'all. It's been a whole lot of foo la la and foo lily going on down to the Chasing Atlanta and the we said we talk a little bit of Bad Boys, little Kandi in the game, little this, little that. But we was gonna start with the Chasing Atlanta because there's been a whole lot of foo la la going on down to the Chasing Atlanta. Okay, listen. The one thing I love about these shows, it's funny because the one thing I sort of love is the wrong word. Love is not the right word. The one thing that is entertaining about a lot of these web series is that you can, what's up, Belize? You here for the diss tracks? I'm not doing this with you. But the thing that's entertaining about a lot of these web shows is like you get so much of the behind the scenes stuff because they are so vested in hyping up the show. You know what I'm saying? With the bigger productions, the major networks, they'll put it on their social media. They'll post about it. But child, these web series be getting into it. Better leave my boo Jamar. No, Jamar ain't got nothing to do with it. Jamar might come through. I don't know if he's out or not. But nah, Jamar, ain't no. Hold on, who's calling me? I don't know what that is. Oh Lord, here comes trouble. See, the first one in the door is trouble. Y'all know the first one in the door is trouble. I need for them to reel it in a bit and save it for the reunion. Now, I do agree with that, Soulful Dog. I agree that some stuff they do need to save. Let me know when you're ready. Some stuff they do need to save for the reunion. Now, I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree with that at all. Oh, excuse me. And I know that every time they go live and they start talking, I know Dario is somewhere screaming and cussing because I do think they're giving us a little too much. Give me the thumbs up when you're ready, sir. Oh, okay. Y'all know trouble coming.
I mean, my sis. I gotta be here for my sis.
Well, I appreciate you being here for my sis. Right, see, Belize knew before I even clicked. Belize said trouble, hashtag Shondo. Belize knew.
I'm just cracking open a bottle. I would have bought a bottle. I
Who
bought
is
a bottle
that?
like this. This is Empress Gin, Empress
Oh, I thought
1908.
that was the gin. I thought that was the gin.
This is the good kind too. It's purple
Okay.
violet because of
Hold
one
on.
of the
Entertain the
botanicals.
people. I'll be right back. Entertain the people. Hold on.
What, hey, people? Hey now, what is going on? What y'all got going on today? Let me get my glass together. Put some ice in this here glass. What do y'all got going on? Hey y'all, what is y'all talking about? What's this over here talking about? Because I don't know what we talking about right now. All I know is I'm here for all of this shit. We're here for this shit. This is my third live today. Praise God. And we gonna make it do what it do. Chat. But what we talking about? Let me see what y'all got going on in the chat. I can't even see the chat. Hey y'all. Yeah, Belize, it's violet because I think it's called. I think the root that they make it with is called dragon something. So it is actually As you can see, hey Xavier, the bottle is clear, but the actual liquor is the liquor is actually violet, and it's not like food color. It's the botanical.
What up, Xavier?
So,
Then you're making me mad.
ooh,
So I ordered me some dessert from Domino's. I've been doing good.
that's a lot of gin, huh?
That
Hold
is oh shit. We would listen. We ain't gonna be here that long for LT to drink all that damn gin. Abby, let me know when you ready.
on. You know, it don't take me long the way my throat is set up.
I
It
don't know
don't
nothing
take me
about
long to
your
get
throat.
through that much. The way my throat is set up, and I
Hey
got a hot date
Mo.
tonight.
Hey,
Hey, baby, I got a hot date tonight too, child.
Oh
who you
Lord.
finna go on a date with?
I got this green
Is this
G.
new? Is this somebody new you got a date with tonight? Or is it somebody you already talked to me about?
It's a random.
Oh Lord.
Judge your mama, don't judge me.
No, but I ordered the cinnamon, whatever they call it, cinnamon twist from Domino's for dessert. And they forgot my damn icing.
Because you should
Now,
have got the chocolate lava cake things. That's why.
you
She
know
did the
I
right
don't
thing. She did the
I
right
don't do
thing.
chocolate like that.
I
So
don't do chocolate like that. You did right with the cinnamon twist. Praise
thank
God.
you. Thank you. I thought so. Anyway, now I don't know if anybody else is coming through. I talked to Cat. Cat has a new job that his hours are crazy. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to come through or not. And we know that YB works at night. So Scotty and Terrence, Lord Child, who knows where they at, child?
Terrence might be at work.
Scotty said he was out.
He was out somewhere.
Scotty's out. Okay, but listen,
And he said if when he get back, if he can, he'll come on.
no problem. But listen, I just thought I would put out the bat signal, or we can hang out for a little while, for about an hour or so, and just enjoy. I was
My bag is not as nearly as big as
I
El
was about to
Teddy's.
say we all got snacks. Y'all know El Teddy always. What's the snacks tonight, El Teddy? What you eating?
I found these at down to the Publix. They was on sale, two for $3. So I said $2 for $3. Why not try
What
them?
is it? What is it?
It's just plain rich.
Hey Chloe, what's up, boo? Oh, okay, just regular. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I thought it was some. You always got some old
You know I be
different
buying
flavors.
this shit. Mm-mm.
Hey, make it make sense. Mwah, hey, love.
Not you the only one without snacks. Wait a
Hey
minute.
Chloe, hey Diva, hey Lot Queen, hey Make It Make Sense, hey Soulful Dog, Mod Afro Mama, come on, come through.
Yeah, look, soulful. Yes, he did. So, Diva, if you are camera ready and you want to come up for a little while, I can send you the link, boo, because we were going to talk a little bit of chasing Atlanta, and then I was trying to think of stuff that all of us are reviewing. Maybe a little bit of Bad Boys, maybe a little Candy in the Gang. I don't think Ebby's doing Candy in the Gang though. You're not watching it.
Eb-
Well,
Ebby, Yas says let him know because we have to discuss episode 5 of Moon Knight. We have to like the mind
I'm
fuck.
still traumatized and
I'm
trying to
still traumatized.
recover from
Yeah, right,
episode 5.
my mind is still being put back
Listen,
together.
I'm still
Anyway,
in tears and upset for that baby. So
but you know what? Okay, so I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I know the show, but I don't watch it. But Soulful Dog, let me say this about Jay Amore. Now, if we could get the Justice League to get together, maybe we could bring him in for an interview because I got questions. He seems to be in a lot of mess. That's a good place to start. He seems to be in a lot of mess. Jay Moore is if I don't know if y'all were we found out that Jay Moore was at the crux of the whole fight between the whole reason that Dominique was ready to fight Rico. That was Jay Moore. And Jay Amore had a whole lot of with the whole Cameron situation, and we found no problem. There's no problem, Diva, because I didn't listen. I know it's last minute, boo. I just thought, you
I
want
mean, Diva One, you could come on and leave your camera off. I mean, just saying. But
well, yeah,
anyway,
you could do that. You could do that if you want to leave your camera off. You can do that. Yeah, that's true. So let's
here's
start.
my
Do we want to
question,
start
Billy
with,
B.
huh?
Here's my question.
Oh Lord.
How is Jay Moore gonna try to say that Cameron was trying to start a storyline. Then say he gonna put up receipts, and the receipts you put up says nothing about a storyline. Then you even said on the show it was not a storyline, but then had the nerve in your confessionals that you take after the fact. Now you're saying it's a storyline. Make it make sense, dear one. I'm still trying to make sense of some of those outfits that he be rolling out there with, talking about he's this professional stylist. But girl, I'm gonna let you have it, honey. I guess.
So Little Rich. So Belize has come up with a name for Jay Moore. His name is Little Richard.
She do give me mascara on her eyebrows and shit.
I'm not doing this with Belize. I'm not. But
Mascara on her eyebrows, mascara on her tape and lineup. I'm just saying.
Well, this is what I'm gonna say. Now I'm gonna say this. And then I'm gonna throw this out here, and I'm gonna let y'all respond. We know that Cameron has not always brought us the most exciting storylines. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I am gonna say is this: you don't come on disrespecting the OG. Cameron is the OG. Cameron is the only one who's been there from day one. And you know what? He don't have to work that hard. If he want to just show up every once in a while and do a scene from time to time and do a little yang around the house, I feel like he's earned the right to do that. So for you to come up on here, Abby disagrees. Okay. So for you to come up on here and act like, I need you. I mean, and let's be clear. Cameron don't be bringing us no storylines. I'm going to just go and call a thing a thing. But he is the OG. Go ahead, Abby. You said no.
Not that I'm disagreeing that he's an OG. What I am saying is that I wouldn't put it past him to try and manufacture a storyline because he hasn't really had one. I understand him wanting to be private about his illness and his fight with cancer, and I respect that wholeheartedly.
But he was public about that.
But it wasn't like a storyline that was on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is Cameron. Listen, I love Cameron, but Cameron hasn't been relevant since he was hushed mouth by Sky in season. And that's
you know what? Sky, listen. We have never recovered.
Cameron ain't recovered since. So I do.
From that verbal tongue lashing.
Let me say this. This is what I have surmised about this season. I have to apologize to Endario for some of my commentary and views from the last season of Chasing. Because remember when I used to always be like, why is this the Oliver Twixt show featuring all of these people? Well, come to find out, none of these other people were interesting at all. None of these other people really had storylines. So it was a real reason why it was that. So now that Oliver has kind of taken, a step back in terms of always being at the forefront in the limelight, and some of these other people have been pushed forward, we're seeing that we don't want to have any parts of these people. We don't want to hear what they got going on. We don't want to see what they got going on. The shit they do have going on is either manufactured or made up or whatnot, and we just don't want no parts of it. I mean, and that's why the last 3 episodes, more than half the episode has been performances as opposed to actual footage from people actually interacting and all of that. Shut up, L. Teddy. Just shut up.
But it comes off as desperate. It comes off as desperate because we're like, okay, we're going to come back to JMO. You are not off the hook. But let me give some examples. Like that, like Dominique, up until this situation with him and Rico, which I'm going to apologize to Dominique because he was led astray. I'm going to come back to that because I thought Dominique was putting 10 on 20. But after I heard the whole backstory, Dominique was not putting 10 on 20, but Dominique was led astray. We'll come back to that. But Willa, Drew is a whole piece of work. What is her purpose? All of these people, they're coming off desperate.
Drew, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday Love. Saturday Love is what I'm going to call her. Baby, I don't know what your purpose is. Why are you out here yelling, kicking, and screaming for everybody else, and you have no business of your own? None at all. She's just like a little gnat flying around, and people do, like, girl, why are you here? What purpose do you serve besides showing us that big ass hole and your stockings that you had when you called yourself doing a show, dear God?
I was gonna say I just want her to get some new stock, some new tights.
I want her to get some money together to get her wardrobe together for the
Look,
good
here's
service
what's
she's
funny,
doing.
right? I was watching it. So El Teddy, I was watching the episode, right? And I'm texting Ebby. I didn't realize Ebby wasn't where I was. So I was like, Ebby, are her stockings like that on purpose? Because sometimes it's a look. Ebby was like,
That wasn't no look.
Hold on. Because Ebby always ready to get smart with a motherfucker, right? She always ready for the comeback.
Mm-hmm.
So Ebby said, but they're fishnets, my beloved. That's what they're supposed to look like. I said, Ebby, they're not supposed to look like that. Why she gonna send me a picture of some damn fishnets? Like, I don't fucking know what fishnets look
I said they were big fishnets because I thought you were talking about Willa, who had the bigger type fishnets.
No.
I hadn't gotten that far into
So I didn't realize that she wasn't where I was. So about 15 minutes later, she gonna send me a text talking about something. Oh no, that's tragic or some shit. She said, now you understand. She gonna send me a picture.
But here's the thing, really, I don't even pay attention to the fashions and all of that stuff. So if you hear me make any reference to somebody's fashions or any, it's pretty bad because I don't even pay attention to that stuff. So when I say Jail Moore be having fashions out here that have me questioning my own mental,
All I know is Michelle Visage would have told her ass a new one if she had walked her happy ass on RuPaul's good stage.
She would have been standing there and she's like, we seen the tights and they were ripped.
And they were wrong. Listen.
Yeah, like, not that I'm taking anything from her performance. Her performance was amazing. She did a great job. I was just sometimes it be a little thing that throw you off and get you distracted from what's happening. And when she did that back pop up from the floor, and I said, "Is that a huge hole?"
Oh, it was a huge hole, and not the huge hole that the dude might see later that night. No, this was the hole in the stocking.
Listen, Drew is giving me Dominique from last season, as in grasping, trying to make up a storyline.
We could not stand Dominique last season.
Situations that don't need to be. Meanwhile, Dominique is still being Dominique from last season because he's trying to manufacture storylines and jump into stuff and making things up that out of La La Land. And what's happening? What's going on, sir? So,
if
you do not he could have just made. Is Drew the one who said he's HIV positive?
I don't know, but Saturday Love.
Yes.
So
Saturday Love
should
not have made the cat. Listen, Saturday Love is giving me there's no reason for her to have made the cat. Okay, let me just say that first. My other thing about Dominique is he keeps making references to him and his boyfriend and so forth. And I know haven't seen anybody say nothing about him and his boyfriend yet. I could be wrong.
Well, no, that's okay. So that's the part that we got to get to. That is the part we got to get to. So, but I will say this. I think some of what was happening with Dominique was projecting because we know that him and his boyfriend had broken up. So I think they might have been having some problems.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like at the time they were maybe having some issues and he was trying to deflect, have a defense mechanism. And just like you said, projecting on everybody else. Now you're saying they're not together right now?
As far as I know, that's what we heard.
I don't know what they're doing, but what is giving Barry, the three of us are having a conversation next to Dominique.
El Teddy, you see what Belize said about Drew.
Not Kawhi Leonard with the break. I'm not doing this. Oh, I can't unsee it.
I can't stand Belize.
I don't know who Kawhi Leonard is. Hold on while I Google. Hold on.
Yeah, just go Google Kawhi Leonard.
Just Google.
Because when you see the braids, you go bust out. Oh, I can't unsee this. I hate you for this, Belize.
That's why I can't do this with
Oh God. But Kawhi Leonard is the complete opposite. Kawhi Leonard never talk, never says anything to
Look at Abby,
anybody.
look at Abby, look at Abby.
Why would y'all do that? That's so rude. That's the disrespect. The disrespect.
And everybody in the chat is feverishly Googling Kawhi Leonard, who now plays for the Los Angeles Clippers, if you need him. But dear God, am I the only one? I said today was going to be my day to feverishly go up and down my freak Twitter timeline to find the news of Aaron Thomas, who allegedly used to do OnlyFans, because I'm sure they're floating around my freak Twitter somewhere. I just want to see what's going on.
No, thank you. Return to sender. I don't want that.
I don't want it either.
I don't want it.
I mean, for scientific purposes.
Listen, don't put it in the group chat. Don't send
Wait
it
a
to
minute.
us.
This coming from the one who used to send us naked pic Trey Womack all the time when we didn't ask for it, scorching our retinas for the rest of our lives. Dear God.
Get up. Get up.
What you're not going to do, boo boo, is tell us what not to put in the group chat.
That was different.
No, because you said you was on time with those unnecessarily. None of us asked for any of that.
Listen, we all used to open up the group chat and be like, ah!
Kept asking, why do you keep doing this to us? We didn't ask for this. We just kept asking why.
If I gotta see it, y'all gotta see it, damn it.
No, we don't. We don't want it.
I don't follow her. So I ain't got
Denise said she's gonna walk herself to the corner. Teddy, let me break down how Dominique's boyfriend became part of the conversation.
Okay.
So, and I may not have all of the details, but this is what I have. Dominique, this was actually, they were at Benihana's for Jamar's birthday, as a matter of fact. I remember exactly when this happened.
Wait, when we were there? No,
not when we were there, but they went out for Jamar's birthday. They went to Benihana's, and Dominique was there, and they were getting texts back and forth about Rico Cassadine coming on the show, and he had a big surprise or whatever. And J.M. Moore asked Carl, because Carl is in this. Carl of the Corporate Mouth. Carl
LaVonzel, messy ass Carl.
Who?
Carl LaVonzel.
I don't know who that is.
Tremel's best friend or whatever.
Yeah.
That's Carl LaVonzel. Every know what I'm talking about.
I know. I call him messy best friend because he stay in mess.
Well, he in this mess. So,
because if you saw the web life, you would have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see the web life. Okay. So,
Joshua, go to hell. And don't say that to anybody else as long as you live. Thank you.
So, okay. So, the text will come. Carl was talking to J.M. Moore, if I'm correct. And he was saying something about Rico Cassadine was coming through with a bomb. And the question that J.M. Moore asked was, is it somebody, again, I don't remember all the details, but I think he said something about Dominique's boyfriend. And they were like, who? Rico Cassadine? And the response was, what did he say, Debbie? I mean, Abby, he said could be or don't know or something like that. So
he said it could be, you know how he is.
Right. That's what he said.
He said he wouldn't put it past him, is what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. So J.M. Moore decided that was a yes. So he went to Dominique and he told Dominique, Rico is telling everybody he slept with your man.
Wait, what? A mess.
Dom admitted to starting the mess at Jamar's birthday. Yeah, because it was they were texting back and forth. And so again, Jay Amore though was the one who put a name on it. Carl never put a name on it. Carl never said who had a bomb. He just said somebody had a bomb. And when the question was asked, is it Rico? The response was, right, like Abby said, wouldn't put it past him or whatever. And Rico's thing is, look, I ain't mad at Carl for responding like that because he ain't wrong. I'm not above sleeping with somebody's man, but I wasn't sleeping with his man and I didn't have nothing to do with this. So that's how Jay Amore is in this. And
but see, the reason Dominique needed his ass whooped and should still be getting his ass whooped is when two people verified that none of this had anything to do with Rico, and you then followed that up by saying you don't care, you still are here for all of the smoke. Mind you, you went to that man first. That man was not bothering you. That man wasn't nowhere near you. That man wasn't coming for you. That man was over off to the side minding his own business. You took your trifling ass over there. You took your stinking ass the fuck over there. And then when it came out that everything you went over there for turned out not to be true, you called yourself calling these people up to give receipts, and these people told you, no, I never said it was him. The other person said, no, I never said it was him. And then you followed that up by saying, you don't care. You ain't apologizing. You still here for the smoke. Well, baby, you here for the smoke, and you got maced.
The part that I didn't like,
you could have just said, I'm sorry, I was wrong, and walked away. And why did you do it at his party? Why would you do that at your friend's party? Why?
And then Troy doubling down as if Dominique was right in the whole situation. You should have been having smoke for Dominique, because Dominique is the whole reason all of this fuck shit happened.
But here's the part that I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that Dominique rolled up on Rico, and then after it was over, wanted to try to play victim. I mean, big as he is, he came after me. Big as he is, you went after him. He was minding his business. He was walking off with his fur.
The size didn't matter when you ran up on him, so why it matter when you get your butt beat? I don't understand.
You went your ass over there. Baby, I don't have no understanding. Baby, you were supposed to wear an ass whooping. And you better be glad all he did was mace you. Because, baby, you could have left there bloody and bruised.
And that's why he said he did it. He said, I maced him because if I had put my hands on him, then the narrative would be Rico beat up Dominique. He was like, that's why I did it.
But the narrative is Rico beat up Dominique.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. And that's what he said. He said they already coming at me. He said, imagine if I had really whooped his ass like I could have. Because, I mean, for real, all he did was really punch him in the mouth. Like, he really didn't.
And speaking of crying, I still want to know what the fuck was Troy crying for. Bitch, what you
was Troy crying, y'all?
Oh.
I still.
But mind you,
never know.
You cry over all of this shit, but when your car got hit, bitch, not a tear came down.
Not Dominique was. I'm not doing this with y'all. So he was bloody. Them teeth was red. Yeah, yep, they were. They were red. So that's how Jay Amore started the whole fight. Now, let's pop back over to Cameron.
Who was getting his back blown out by Jay Amore?
Absolutely. So the whole thing with Cameron and Jay Amore. So the whole time Jay Amore was sitting there looking Cameron dead in his face, talking about, we don't hang out like that. We don't know each other like that. We ain't friends like that. We don't know. Cameron was like, what? Like, what?
And I was like, dude, you have entered my body. Like, what are we talking about?
And my thing is,
you don't know me.
Right. Like, you don't get to play like we're not friends. Like, you don't get to, I mean, like because again, we don't have to be friends, but if we had sex multiple times, it wasn't a one and done. It wasn't a one night stand. It wasn't a oops, both of us was drunk and it just happened. Multiple times this went down. How you gonna sit there, look me dead in my face and be like, oh, well, it wasn't that cool. We don't know each other like that. Sir, what?
That sounds real Scorpio of him, because that might be something I would do depending on the person. I have no idea who you are.
And I give Cameron credit because Cameron was like, they had agreed that they weren't going to bring it on camera, But don't sit there and act like you don't know me either, though. Like we don't go from one extreme to the other.
Listen, all of this is proven that nothing J.M. Moore says out of his mouth at this point, I am inclined to believe.
Right, we can't trust it. We can't trust it.
Like, I'm not inclined to believe a damn thing J.M. Moore said. Because remember, we have to find out later on that J.M. Moore knew Cameron was sitting this shit because he acted like he didn't know nothing was coming. And come to find out he knew from the beginning. Before they got there. J.M. Moore.
I think that's why Troy was crying, because he said, y'all want to confront me while my best Judy not here? Oh,
right, because I agree. It's like they can't do anything independent of each other.
If you can't fight by yourself, I don't know what you shouldn't be talking real reckless then. I'm sorry.
Listen, because I will say this again, and let's rewind that too. Troy, sir, just because you are an only child, just because you are spoiled, does not mean you get to treat your friends like shit. And it doesn't mean that it's okay. That should not be your excuse, especially you're too old for that shit. You're not 15, 16, 17. You are grown enough to have friends, job, responsibilities. You are grown enough to be.
Now, I give him credit. I give him credit in finding people who are insecure and who are weak-minded as men who don't have a set of balls between their legs and put up with your fuck shit and accept that bullshit. You manage to find some trifling ass people. Okay? You find some trifling ass people that put up with your bullshit and now you think it's okay. What make it make sense said? You can enter someone, but technically, if there's no walls, you know what?
Between him and Belize, make it make sense. We're gonna put you in a corner with Belize.
Make it make sense. My channel is the corner. You belong on my channel. My channel is the corner.
Ooh, make it make sense. If you're camera ready and you want to come up, let me know, boo. Oh Lord, he said if there are no walls, then technically, I'm not doing this with the two of y'all. Anyway,
that's giving me very much if there are nuts on your chin. If there are nuts on your chest, does that make them chestnuts?
But let's be clear. J.M. Moore is what he said about 6'7". Most of them 6'7" chicks, they ain't working with a whole lot of nothing. You find a 6'7" chick with a whole lot of something, it's a unicorn, and you better keep hold of them because most of them 6'7s ain't working with a whole. I done dealt with a lot of tall dudes. I'm trying to tell you, I done dealt with whole basketball teams. Judge your mama, don't judge me. I'm telling you, the tall girls ain't working with much. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I've only had the exception to that rule, so I don't.
That's why I said you got a couple unicorns out there that are exceptions and outliers, and they be working with something. But most
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have experience in.
If you talk about 6'4" or taller,
I'm version of the group, so
I'm talking about 6'4" and taller.
So you just want to come on to Jackie on this internet and lie? That's what you're doing this evening?
Oh, I'm not paying Really Be no mind. I'm not paying Really Be no mind. None at all. Because she done had a couple wigs knocked off.
Bless God. Bless him.
Moving on. So, yeah, so that is what has been going on with that. Now, listen.
Can I ask y'all something?
Oh, Lord. I don't know.
What was this whole therapist scene with Oliver? Because Oliver was doing a whole lot. And I didn't understand unless there were things that were cut out that we didn't see.
You know what that gave me? That gave me reactionary. It's reactionary abuse. Is when you with a narcissist and they continue to pick and prod at you and poke and prod at you. They trying to get you to go off. But they trying to get you to go off in public over something, the teeniest thing that seems, so it seems like they're doing the most when nobody knows all of the things that led up for you to flip out like that in the first place.
What it gave me posturing for the camera. That's what it looked like.
I didn't get posturing for the camera. I think it was a couple of things. One, I do think it was edited because they said Talking about he walked out 3 times and we only saw him walk out twice. So there was clearly some editing. But the other thing, I agree with Ebby. I think that there's a lot of underlying things there. I think the session was for the camera, but I think other things came up in that session that triggered. For example, this is my opinion, but for example, when he started talking about the infidelity and how that went down, and he was telling a different version of the story, what was pissing Oliver off was, we have already talked about this and we agreed on what happened and how it went down. And now you are sitting here in front of this therapist and you are rewriting that story. And it's pissing me off because we had already dealt with it. We had already, whatever needed to be said, apologies need to get given, whatever. We had already processed it. And now you sitting here rewriting history. Yeah, no, we're not playing those games. Like, I'm not doing that with you. Like, that's not how this went down.
Who did the cheating?
The boyfriend.
When he was back down in Miami?
It sounded like when they first got together and they had agreed that they were going to be a couple, that the boyfriend still had some dangling participles that he had not dealt with and Oliver did not know about. That's what it sounded like. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what it sounded like.
Oliver admitted to the fact that he rushed into it. Because, and I'll say this about the Rainbow Coalition. The Rainbow Coalition, I don't care how high you get, I don't care how bottom of the barrel you get. They have a penchant for just getting with somebody for the sake of being able to say, I'm in a relationship with someone, and not really taking the time to really know that this is someone who is here for you, you're here for them, and y'all are, kindred spirits, and y'all can work together. And he even admitted, so even on the episode, saying, I did really just jump into this.
Yeah.
And for the sake, it happens all the time. You just want to be able to say, hey, I got somebody, my man is you mad, you jealous, to try to, it's a status symbol thing. And what ends up happening is when your feelings and your emotion gets involved, now it becomes way more than you dreamed it would be, and more than a lot of people can really deal with and handle and stuff like that. Like, I feel really bad for people. I shouldn't say I feel bad, because I really don't, but people find themselves in those situations, and it's self-inflicted pain in a lot of instances.
Yeah. I mean, I know it did come up. I mean, first of all, Oliver's extra, so let's not sit here and act like Oliver ain't extra on a good day. Like, he's extra. So yeah, there's gonna be some extra, but I just think that and I honestly, to hear the way Oliver told the story, it seemed like the way they got back together was real rushed too.
I really want to hear both sides of the story, because
I feel like he was a homosexual and he had nothing to go back to. That's why he didn't leave.
But here's the thing, like it's always said, there's always more to the story, and I feel like when we look at this situation, the only side we really have is Oliver's side, because the boyfriend, unless y'all have more intel than I do, because I don't be following social media on these people and all that kind of stuff. But what we're getting from the show only gives us one side of it, because even in this therapy session, the boyfriend didn't really open up a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So we're just still getting one side of it. I just don't. I really would love to hear the other side.
True that. So yeah, so there's that. That's pretty much that with chasing Dallas, right? Anything else storyline wise going on?
I'm waiting for the first storyline to come out, because we still don't have a single storyline yet. Unless you're talking about I take that back. The only storyline we have is the Rico Cassidy and Dominique.
Well, we had the Cameron Troy Dominique storyline. That just kind of already was resolved. We have the whole they not friends anymore, and this is why Cameron was mad. I just think my biggest problem with that is I think Cameron had a point, but I do understand where Troy is coming from to say, but like you mad at me, but we were still cool. You sent me a whole birthday gift and you wait until we filming to have a problem. Like I'm not understanding. Although I understand why Cameron had a problem, I just feel like he waited and sat on it to have a storyline.
Well,
let me say this. I know Chasing LA is filming. Do we want to talk about
coming back?
I don't know. Off the top of my head right now, I don't know. I just know they're filming.
I think Hershey and King Payne's coming back. I can see them coming back.
Child, I need Hershey to come back. And King Payne is hilarious to me. Listen, he's hilarious in a what's the word I'm looking for kind of way, but I'm here for it. I feel like Troy was guilty the same last season with Lauren, probably.
In a Missy Elliott kind of way.
Took me a minute. Oh Lord. I think Andre is coming back too. I think. Don't quote me on that. Only reason why I say I think he's still coming back is because I see him around a lot. Like he's over in TTB a lot and participates in the chat and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I say I think he might be coming back because he's still.
Is the breakout star of the season coming back?
Is the who?
The breakout star of the season.
Who's that?
I got some tea on Andre. I got some tea on Andre. I know a couple people in LA. Somebody a couple months ago gave me. I'll tell y'all backstage.
Well, do we want to touch on this scandal that has broken today as it relates to the former EP of Chasing Dallas? Do we want to touch it or we want to let it go?
I don't even know what you're talking about. God,
let me tell you. Okay, so
Abby, tell it. Abby, tell it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I need to get a graphic that say
allegedly.
Yeah, I think some of my members. I think I have don't I have a thing on my members, Abby, that say something about allegedly. I think I have an allegedly icon. You watching on TTB Live right now? Child, we about to spill it over here too. Well, TTB probably got more than inside scoop, but go ahead, Abby.
So what happened?
Okay, so here's what the thing happened is. Apparently, there's some chef named Chef Joe who Reese contracted to do some type of services for them for the retreat.
Wait a minute. Didn't we see this person on the last season of Chasing Dallas?
I don't know.
We saw a chef when they went to Chicago.
Chef
Joe. Yes. Chef Joe in Chicago. Yes, that's
in Chicago. Okay, so just a little bit. Chef Joe is the person that they were going to do a Chasing Chicago spin. It was going to be another.
Hold on, he explaining himself right now. Hold on.
Go ahead. Wait a minute. What, Abby? Abby, you can't say go on in the middle of the damn conversation. I
said Reese is explaining himself on TTB right now.
Okay, well get it. Okay. All right, well you get it and come back. So let me get El Teddy. While she's getting that, El Teddy, I'll get you caught up. So Chef Joe, or whatever the boy name is, he was supposed to go on the retreat. Reese is filming the retreat because Reese cut a deal with Gemini Films, and he's going to be taking his talents over to Gemini Films. So he's doing a retreat season, like season 2, on Gemini Films. So Chef was supposed to be either, I don't know if he was going to be cooking or he was just going to be a part of the show. But either way, he was flying out there. Now, some text messages was dropped, and it looks like he missed his flight and he was not able to come to the retreat. And so he had given Reese his $350 for the Airbnb. And he said, listen, I ain't coming. I need my money back. Now, he said there was no contract. There was no agreement and there was no contract. So he asked Reese when he was going to get his money back. Reese said, I don't know. he asked Reese when he was going to get his money back. Reese said, I don't know, because I have to go through the rigmarole with my production, and I don't have the money right now, and that is not my priority.
Baby, I ain't got $3.51, much less $3.50, much less $350.
So now he told Reese that either he said he got till May the 15th to give him his money back, or he was going to have to seek other avenues. And so Reese was like, I know you're not threatening me. Like, I don't appreciate being threatened. And he was like, I ain't threatening you. I'm just telling you I need my damn money. And if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna get it from you one way or the other. And then Reese blocked him on social media and stuff. Now Abby is giggling, so whatever is being said, Abby gonna bring it back in a minute, y'all. If y'all listening to TTB, that's cool too, because y'all know we rocks with TTB. I didn't realize TTB had a live scheduled at the same time to talk about the scandal, because I would have been over there, y'all. Look at Abby's face. Oh, because y'all know how Reese get. Now y'all know when Reese get mad, he goes scorched earth. He probably dropping text messages, all kinds of receipts. Y'all know how Reese get. Reese probably like, I got.
But the thing about Reese is, Reese only releases, when he releases receipts, he releases bits and pieces that are advantageous.
Why is Abby making that face?
He's very calculated.
Well, most people are. When you're trying to win an argument, you are only going to give the information that's going to help you win the argument. Most people are. Oh, look at Abby. Look at Abby's face. Oh my gosh. Well, Abby gonna come back when she got it. Y'all know she gonna bring it back.
We're over here reacting.
Right. Look at her. See, I don't like the way she reacting. Abby, take good notes so you don't forget nothing, girl. Anyway, well, let's talk about some other things while we wait for that tea to come back.
Okay.
And here's what's funny. I already knew this tea, but I didn't have permission to repeat it.
Listen, I know somebody in Dallas. I got family over in Dallas too. But they already talked.
So for those said, it looks like Reese owes quite a few people money.
I was just about to say that I know someone personally who told me they know Reese, and Reese owes them more than $500.
Oh, Abby, you back? Or you still getting the tea?
Because they are arguing back and forth like real time right now. Him and the boy is both on.
Oh, they on TTB right now arguing
together, arguing back and forth.
Oh, we might have to shut this. We've been here almost
showing receipts, anyway. and he done called Reese a liar. And
okay, well, give us what you got so far before we shut down.
Okay. So what's happening is that Reese and these god awful dreads is trying to prove that I don't know if he just owes the man the money, just give him the money. Now they're talking about the Chicago show, and the man said if Gemini Films got any sense, he would leave you the hell alone because you was nothing but a problem. And he was like, you talk about got this production company, ain't produced nothing. And Reese talk about something. Well, I just did something with 3 of your cast members. And he was like, Reese, ain't nobody of them people checking for your ass.
But we're not. I promise you we're not checking for Reese.
Said, I have no issue with Reese, but I'm going to keep it real. Reese owes the guy who did my hair, Corey, his money from the first retreat, and 2 production assistants who gave their money but never came.
Remember,
let me say this before I shut this live down. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some tea. Y'all my people, and I love y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little tea. If y'all remember last season of Chasing Dallas, remember when Reese got Markel caught up in the fake text messages? Remember when Markel created the fake text messages and was sending out messages telling people not to work with Reese because Reese is a snake and Reese ain't no good and Reese this. Remember, y'all in it, somebody put in the chat, put a 1 if y'all remember what I'm talking about now. If y'all know what I'm talking about, put a 1. Remember, that's part of the reason why Reese was mad at Markel, and he had the receipts that Markel, he said he figured it out that Markel was using his own because Markel was dumb enough to use his real email address. Y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know what I'm talking about. I see Belize say, oh yeah. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? Put a one in the chat now. Y'all know the thing be moving slow. Y'all know. Okay, there they go the ones. Well, this the same person that Markel was trying to warn against working with Reese. This him.
Are we even surprised? Reese don't have a real job anywhere in America. I need to see.
He does have a job. Reese does have a job. Stop. He does.
Oh, he has a W-4 form filed with the IRS.
Yes.
Where? With
I'm
who?
not getting into all of that. Aaron, what you doing over here? You supposed to be over
Aaron.
the TV right now. What you doing over here?
Hi, Aaron, baby. Listen, I'm watching.
Who does Reese fill out an I-4 form with that goes to the IRS? That's what I want to know. Where's the 9 to 5?
That man said it is very easy. Just cash at me my money, bitch. I said,
ooh. Well, listen, y'all, listen. This is what I need everybody to do. I need everybody
dressed like a social worker.
We get ready to shut this down, y'all. We was going to be here an hour anyway. We get ready to shut this down, and I want everybody to meet us over at TTB. And do me a favor. When y'all get to TTB chat, say Really B sent you. Let them know.
Well, y'all let me know how that goes. I'll be able to get myself.
Go to TTB and let everybody know that Really B sent y'all, because that's where we about to go. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. And I'm going to see y'all over on TTB Live, y'all. Peace. LT, don't make that face. Don't do that.
I'm talking about